What's up, everybody? Today I'm coming to you with a video on the newly buffed Scar and whether it is good or not, whether it fits in the meta, and how I would run it. So like I talked about in my PP Bison video, Raven Software has gone back and started to touch the Modern Warfare weapons again because they're trying to bring every weapon they can into viability. And this included, in this last update, the Scar. The biggest issue with the Scar has always been its magazine size just wasn't enough. You're limited to a 30 round maximum mag. So, if you play trios or quads, it's just not enough. Solos or duos is enough. But trios and quads, you'd find yourself running out of ammo. When they buffed it, they buffed the damage, which I didn't really think it needed, but that's what they chose to go ahead and do. So maybe it makes the mag size, maybe they're thinking, hey, mag size isn't as big, but we can change the damage and you won't need as many bullets to kill. Well, I've been running these things in trios and quads since I don't really play solos and duos, and this thing does absolutely melt. It's got one of the fastest time to kills, as you'll see when I hop over true game data, but it is limited still by that mag. I found myself downing one or two people, maybe getting a finish, and then I gotta get in cover, I have to reload, and then I have to rechow, which is fine. I don't mind playing aggressive. I don't mind trying to outmaneuver my opponents, but you're definitely at a disadvantage with the ammo. And then comes in the fact that it's a Modern Warfare weapon, so it's harder to outmaneuver the opponents as much as you would with a Cold War weapon, because the Cold War weapons tend to have much better mobility than the Modern Warfare weapons. This thing has one of the fastest time to kills, like I said, of any assault rifle, so it's good at long range. It has like no recoil when you build it right, so good for long range. And surprisingly, it kills fairly quick at close range too. So even though I wouldn't do it, you can run it as a sniper support. But the trouble you'll find at both long and short range, besides the ammo, is it does have a slow rate of fire. So it's going to punish you if you miss shots, but if you're hitting your shots, it kills very quickly. So let's go ahead and hop over to true game data, and I'll compare it to some options at long range, options of long range ARs, and then some sniper support options, both SMG and AR. And then we'll hop back over to Warzone and I'll give you your loadout. Alright, we're over here on True Game Data, and we're going to compare the Scar to some of the popular or better long-range weapons. And then I'll just compare it to some of the popular sniper support, AR, and SMG options. So let's go ahead and get into it as a long-range comparison. And right now we have the AMAX, the old golden standard. And you can see, especially after the AMAX nerf, that the Scar beats out the AMAX fairly well and is never beat by the AMAX. The Farah, which is the gun that I think is going to take over mostly because it's so easy to use. It's easier to use than the XM4 at range. And it's got a faster fire rate, so it's more forgiving than the C58. So I think you'll go ahead and see that take over. But that loses out to the Scar at every range. And then the C58, which is statistically one of the best time to kills for any AR, just gets punished by a slow fire rate, is getting beat out by the Scar at every single range. And these are the builds I would do minus ammo on the C58 and the Fair because it's not tested yet. But these are the builds that I would do otherwise, and the Scar is beating them out at every range. Once again, you are limited by that 30 round mag. But if you play solos or duos, or you're good at getting in and out of cover and reloading and rechowing, then you can make the Scar work in trios and quads. But if anybody's running any of these three ARs in solos or duos and you run into them, as long as you hit your shots with its slow rate of fire, you can melt them with the Scar. So here you can see it is beating out everything, and I'd recommend it if you can, like I said, re-peek and rechow after reloading, or if you're playing solos and duos. I'm now, if I jump into solos or duos on rare occasion, I may choose it over these three options or any other option for long range. But let's go ahead and compare it to some popular sniper support options. Okay, and I just chose a couple off the top of my head that I see a lot for sniper support. The XM4 is the Cold War AR. Besides the AK go-to. The AK is mostly the go-to for sniper support. But the AK does beat out the Scar. But that was the only option that I looked at that had beaten Scar. The XM4 is the other most popular and the easier to control sniper support AR option for Cold War weapons, and the M4A1 is one of the more popular the more popular Modern Warfare ARs to use as sniper support. And I didn't choose the AMAX as the sniper support, and I didn't choose the RAM. We saw it beat the AMAX, and I just chose the M4A1 because more people I've seen use that, just because it's a little easier to control than the RAM. And then for the main sniper support SMGs, I chose the LC10 and the PPSH. They both have really good range on them, and they have competitive time to kill with the Bullfrog up to range. The Mac doesn't quite have the same range, and the Cold War MP5 doesn't have the same range. So I just chose those two as my examples. And as you can see, the SCAR, even at 0 meters, beats out all 4 of these other options. It beats out the XM4, the M4A1, the LC10, and the PPSH at every range, and even in the close range. Just, once again, it's got the slow rate of fire, so you have to hit your shots, unlike the M4A1, the PPSH, the LC10, and the XM4, which all have way faster rates of fire, especially the M4 and the PPSH. All have way faster fire rates than the SCAR. So you're going to have to hit all your shots, but it can be a deadly sniper support as well. I wouldn't run it this way because of the rate of fire of so many SMGs and the XM4 and the M4A1 and the RAM. But if you, like I said, if you're landing all your shots, this is good sniper support. So let's go ahead and jump back over to Warzone, and I'll show you the loadout that I've been running for long range, and I'll show you how I would build it for sniper support as well. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into the loadout. I'll start out with the long range loadout and how I've been running it, and then I'll make the sniper support loadout if you want to run it that way. So just like every Modern Warfare gun, we go monolithic suppressor for sound range and sound suppression and increased damage range, keeps off the minimap, kill people from farther away. Barrel, we go with the Forge Tac 20-inch LB for the maximum damage range, bullet velocity, and it helps with our recoil control. Then, just like every other Modern Warfare assault rifle, we go with the Commando foregrip for recoil stabilization and aiming stability without the penalty of ADS speed. Then we run the tac laser for aim steadiness, aim stability, aim down, ADS speed, and aim walking steadiness, just like we run on a lot of Modern Warfare guns. Actually, no, wait, that's for, sorry about that, that's actually for the sniper support, because we need to save that attachment slot for a mag and an optic. And just like every other build for Modern Warfare guns, I stick to the T-pose reticle. So this is your long range option. It gives you a lot of recoil control. It gives you good bullet velocity, really good damage, good range. And then you're limited just by that mag. If you want to run it for sniper support, you ditch the optic, you do the same build, and you go for the tac laser. And maybe if you're a little higher skilled, because it doesn't have a lot of recoil, you ditch the Commando foregrip, and then I would either run it with the collapsible stock for movement speed and aim down sight speed, or I would go with the stipple grip tape for aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed if you're playing more aggressive. But probably overall, if I'm running the sniper support, I'm probably not playing as aggressive, and I'd go for the collapsible stock, because you lose a little aiming stability and recoil control, but you're going to be close range with this, so it's not a big deal. And this would be a little higher skill since we are ditching the foregrip. But I most likely would probably keep the foregrip. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in Verdansk. Get frying. Have a good day. Bye.
I'm just gonna straight that bed.
Just walk back in the bottom bought sniper guy.
Oh shit. That's my, yeah.
Where?
They fried me. Right. Moving blue, here. Right there.
I got daddy paw.
Cutting.
Alright, then I'll go somewhere else then.
No, there's more than one of them.
There's like 3 on factory. The other one right on factory, on my body. You're looking at him, elite. Good fucking shit. More.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, I didn't reload, and that's why the SCAR is
By
bad.
the recon.
That is why the SCAR is
Right
bad.
from the recon.
Yeah, I'm safe for the
I may
red.
not help next time.
I forgot to reload. I didn't know what I was running. He's peeking right now.
So there they are. How's
I
that?
know he is, and I'm trying to get behind cover.
I will make them pay.
Prime, JQ. Prime for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff, Jay.
Heart fuel depleted.
Team has a harp.
The bounty
another
target is
stack's over
down. Well done.
Nice.
No way.
Moving.
Healing, I'll peek 1 sec.
He's broken in Firehouse Tower.
You will leave.
There's still 2 next to me.
Another one down over here. Oh my god, I can't believe you got me.
Destination marked.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Sloppy, sloppy. Fuck, man. Why'd he get down like that?
Stupid
Team
boss.
jump. Yeah. Said always call it out, bro. Nice, nice.
In my building.
They're all pushing out, taking the car so they can't get out.
Fire here.
I'm gonna keep this hospital team.
Oh man.
What is he on this little mid roof?
Contract type
Yeah,
expired.
mid-roof.
Not retarded.
Got a stoner who's one fucking shot.
Called me a
Nice, good
pussy.
shots.
Why?
No.
Destination
There they are.
marked.
My friend.
Oh, I got
Nice.
shot here.
Move on my
I'm
waypoint.
getting sniped.
That's why.
I got the butt in the ass.
So there
Crap
they
in
are.
the two in the garage. This cubby.
Eyes on shooter.
One.
Scar kind
Oh, he hit it. There's one lower.
Okay, I am driving. Enemy
Sustaining fire.
bounty target is down. Well done.
I got a combat bow. Cracked.
Are you calling loadout?
Oh, Loadout.
Drop headed your way.
Down one.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Down another.
Nice.
Somebody else is confirming these kills.
Gas inbound.
Where's the
Stop
thing?
relocation.
Hold on, there's one other thing here.
Leaving us on fire.
Yep.
That one was. There's one more, I think.
Yep.
Oh. Shows you.
Oh god, I fell off. Fuck.
The fuck?